After weeks of negotiating, Covington narrowly passes a new budget that puts fewer firefighters on the streets.
Today, there are 27 firefighters on every shift. The new budget only pays for 26. Local 12's Joe Webb joins us live from Covington with what that means for coverage. Joe.
Well, Rob, firefighters thought they had a compromise worked out with the city, but it fell through. They hoped to hire 10 new firefighters to keep up with retirements and attrition, but now the city is going to hire only 6. Now that saves the city about $300,000 in a $47 million budget, but the bottom line is there will be fewer firefighters in Covington when somebody calls 911. This Covington Life Squad will average 10 or 11 runs a day from the main station on Robbins. They are a busy fire department that is shrinking.
There is no way that you can go from 30 people in 2011 to 26 in 2015 and eliminate companies and still provide the level of service that we once did.
Those are numbers per shift. Rihanna Johnson moved to Latonia when there were 30 firefighters a shift.
In the scheme of things, you don't think one person is really going to make a big difference, but it does. They might need that person. If a big fire breaks out, they're going to need people. You never know. They might need all of those people.
They often do and rely on neighboring departments for mutual aid on the biggest fires. So how do you manage?
The 2 plans right now that have been out there that I've saw the most they're going to offer less protection in either South Covington or Latonia, but the city as a whole is going to have less protection.
Adams says they may idle Truck 7 and an ambulance based in Latonia, and firefighters say Truck 7 is a workhorse. Covington Mayor Sherry Karen says city staff has been cut from about 380 5 years ago to 320 today, and that money was needed for aging infrastructure and managing debt.
There was really no place else to cut but to go from 27 to 26. 300,000 doesn't maybe sound like a lot, but we were just having trouble finding it.
Karen says she's confident the fire chief will manage resources to keep things safe, but Rihanna Johnson's not so sure.
I do feel less safe because now it's just one, but maybe a couple months from now it could be more. And it could be now it's the fire department, but what if later down the road it's the police department?
Now, Mayor Karen says the city is enjoying some growth right now, and eventually tax revenue will reflect that. She is hopeful that higher tax collections will allow the city to build the fire department back up once the revenue comes in. First of all, that revenue is no guarantee. Firefighters say they don't believe that they'll ever get these numbers back, even if the money's there. Reporting live in Covington, I'm Joe Webb, Local 12. Rob?
Joe Webb, thanks very much. Covington approved its new budget by a 3-2 vote. The budget goes into effect July 1st.